Underestimating humans was a mistake. Our dogs hunt down their enemies. The war had dragged on for cycles. The Vaya dominion was vast, its armies disciplined, its fleets endless. We had conquered a dozen worlds, broken 3 coalitions, and forced entire species into servitude. When humans joined the resistance, our strategists laughed. Primitive bipeds from a toxic deathworld, barely into starflight. Their fleets were small, their weapons outdated. Their soldiers fought with desperate ferocity, but desperation never wins against organized power. We underestimated them. Not their soldiers. Not their weapons. Their dogs. The first encounter. I was stationed on Garos 4, a jungle moon infamous for its carnivores. Our patrols wore full armor and carried flamers, yet still we lost squads to ambush predators. So when we learned humans were dropping ground forces, we expected them to collapse. No soldier survives long in Garos night. Our scouts reported movement, small human teams slipping through the brush. We engaged, confident. But before we could open fire, something else moved between the trees. Low growls. Padded steps. Shapes circling us in the dark. At first, I thought they were native predators. But then one padded into the moonlight, teeth bared, hackles raised. Not a predator of Garos. A predator of Earth. The humans had brought dogs. Chaos in the jungle. The battle didn't begin with guns. It began with snarls. Our formation broke instantly. The beasts lunged with terrifying coordination, striking weak points in our armor, dragging down soldiers twice their size. Their jaws locked with impossible strength, bone and steel alike snapping under pressure. And the humans followed. Small, fast, darting in with blades and rifles while their animals tore through our ranks. We fired wildly, but the dogs moved like smoke, slipping between trees, hitting from every direction. They didn't retreat when injured. They didn't hesitate when faced with fire. And when one fell, the humans howled in rage and fought twice as hard. By dawn, our patrol was gone. Of 30, only 5 crawled back to the base alive. Reports of horror. At first, command dismissed it. Accident. Native beasts. Coincidence. But then it happened again. And again. Entire platoons ambushed in terrain we thought impassable. Not just jungles, frozen wastelands, deserts, ruined cities. Wherever humans went, their beasts went too. They tracked us through storm and shadow. They flushed us from hiding places we thought secure. They ignored camouflage, tore through defenses, dragged commanders screaming from bunkers. And worst of all, the humans didn't treat them as expendable weapons. They treated them as partners. Captured. I learned this truth when they captured me. We were guarding an ammo depot in the ruins of Garo's capital. At night, we heard scratching on the walls. One of my soldiers went to investigate. He didn't come back. Then the growls began. The beasts swarmed us, humans at their side. Our guns jammed, comms cut, chaos erupting. I fired until my plasma rifle overheated, then something heavy slammed into me. Jaws clamped on my arm, dragging me down. I expected death. Instead, the beast held me pinned, snarling in my face, its hot breath fogging my visor. When the human arrived, she scratched its head, murmured something, and it let go obedient as a soldier following orders. The human studied me with those sharp predator eyes. "You're lucky," she said. "He's trained to hold, not kill." That was the first time I realized the truth. These weren't wild predators. They were trained. Disciplined. Loyal. The humans hadn't unleashed chaos. They'd unleashed soldiers. Conversations in captivity. They didn't kill me. Instead, they dragged me to their camp. I saw dogs resting beside humans, sharing food, leaning against them as they slept. I saw soldiers tending wounds on their animals before their own. I saw pups being trained to track scents and signals. It was a bond one had never seen before. Not master and beast. Not weapon and wielder. Something deeper. Something older. One soldier noticed my staring. He grinned. Confused. Don't be. We fought alongside dogs for thousands of years. They find what we can't, fight where we can't, and protect us when no one else can. You think you're facing just us, but you're always facing both. I asked him why risk so much on creatures that could die so easily. His expression hardened. Because they'd die for us. And we'd die for them. The words chilled me more than any growl. The turning point. By the time I was traded back in a prisoner exchange, the war had shifted. Our commanders didn't laugh at humans anymore. They cursed them. Entire campaigns stalled because human strike teams, aided by their beasts, crippled our supply lines. Fortresses built into cliffs fell when dogs scaled paths no army could. Camouflaged assassins were dragged into the open by teeth on their ankles. Mines and traps failed because dogs sniffed them out before humans stepped forward. We were fighting two enemies in one and losing. The nightmare assault. The final straw came at Threx's station, a stronghold orbiting a gas giant. We thought we were safe. Steel corridors, sealed bulkheads, artificial gravity. No jungles, no wilderness. Dogs couldn't threaten us there. We were wrong. The humans boarded through airlocks. At first, we pushed them back. But then came the sounds, claws scraping metal, barks echoing down the halls. They had brought their beasts into space. We laughed when we first heard them. Dogs in vacuum armor? Ridiculous. Until the packs arrived, sealed suits fitted to their bodies, filters hissing, eyes glowing through visors. They moved as easily in 0G as on Earth's soil. They hunted us room by room. We heard the scratching at doors, the muffled growls in ventilation shafts, the sudden bang of something slamming into you before teeth clamped down. We weren't soldiers anymore. We were prey. The fear that remains. We lost Threx's station. And more after that. The Dominion still stands, but every soldier knows the truth. When orders come to fight humans, dread coils in our stomachs. Not because of their rifles, not because of their ships. Because of the beasts that come with them. Because of the eyes that gleam in the dark. Because of the knowledge that somewhere, somehow, they are tracking us even now. We called humans primitive. We thought their loyalty to beasts made them weak. But now we know the truth. We never fought humans alone. We fought the ancient bond of predator and pack. We fought the hunters they tamed and the family they refused to leave behind. And that bond, older than our empires, is why we will never truly defeat them.